Hello dear students, we will start a new chapter number 7, joint stock company. Now in the last classes we have learned about trader and partnership. So today we will be learning about joint stock company. Now what is joint stock company? A company is an association of many persons for sharing of profits and having a capital divided into shares. Now like partnership, a company is also association of person, means it is a combination of group of individuals which are engaged in a particular business, and the main objective is to share profit, and they have a capital which is divided into shares. Like in partnership we have seen that the partnership, the partners contribute capital and they do a business, or a sole proprietor starts a business with particular amount, that is capital. But here capital is there but it is divided into shares, okay, divided into shares which can be transferred from one person to another, and a company issues shares in the market, and those who buy these shares, they become the owner of the business, and the owner of the company are called directors. Clear? The owners of the company are called directors. As you have seen in sole trader, the owner was sole proprietor, and in partnership the owners were partners. Now this was the definition of company. Now let us see what are the features of company. First one is separate legal existence. Now separate legal existence means it has a legal entity, means it can own its own property and it can make legal contracts. Clear? Number 2, perpetual succession. Now perpetual succession means continued existence, means a company is a legal body and only law can end the existence of a company. Okay, so the continuation of company does not depend upon the lives of its members. So perpetual succession means it enjoys continuous existence. Number 3, limited liability. As you have seen in sole proprietor and in partnership, that the liability of the owners or liability of the partners can be unlimited, means if the debts of a business is not sufficient to pay off, then what the partners or sole trader will do, they will sell their own property, own personal property, and can pay the debts of the business. But in case of company, there is limited liability, means the amount of capital which is contributed by the members of the company, their liability depends upon the amount of capital which they are contributing. Clear? So there is no unlimited liability in the case of company. Next is transferability of shares. Now what is shares? Capitals are divided. Now the capital is divided into different parts, so that particular parts are called shares. Clear? Now there is a transferability of shares, means company can issue shares in the public. Number 5, common seal. Now a company is an artificial person created by law, so a company cannot sign its contracts. So what company does? A company makes its own seal. So that seal is used in signing all the documents, all the legal documents of the company. So now we have discussed about the meaning of joint stock company and features of joint stock company. Now let us see some of the objectives of the joint stock company. So the first one is rapid industrialization. So the industrialization requires infrastructures. So the improvement in infrastructure will result in rapid industrialization. Now infrastructure like power generation, coal, oil, steel, cement, so this requires huge investment. So the main objective of a company is to improve or develop infrastructure in order to promote rapid industrialization. So number 2, large scale production. Now every company aims at increasing their production, so that increasing in production will lead good market reputation. So that is the reason the main objective is large scale production, and large scale production will enable the company to provide goods and service at cheaper rate in the market. So number 3, self-reliance. Now self-reliance means not to depend more on imports, rather increase the exports of the country. So the main aim of the company is to increase export and thus bring self-reliance in the country. So fourth one is employment generation. Now the main objective of the company is also to create more employment opportunities. Number 5, improvement in standard of living. Now by providing better quality of goods in the market in cheaper rate or at lower rate, it can increase, the company can help to increase the standard of living of the country. So that today we have discussed about meaning of the company, features of the company and objectives of the joint stock company. So that's all for today. Thank you, students.